Chrystal. I'm a construction industry professional for the last 15 years, working in civil engineering and general contracting. And during that time frame, I can honestly say we have made some amazing strides in how we treat stormwater here in San Diego County. But despite advent campaigns such as Think Blue San Diego, most San Diegans aren't aware of the problem of urban runoff here in our county. They aren't aware that our day-to-day activities have a huge impact on our oceans and our streams. Urban runoff is by far the worst pollutant affecting San Diego County waterways. Out of the 11 main watersheds here in San Diego County, 10 of them report urban runoff as a major concern. Most people don't even realize that the water we drink every day is considered a pollutant. And water quality best management practices used by the construction industry do nothing to affect buildings that were built more than 10 years ago. So what exactly is the problem? Well, San Diego, we have 11 watersheds that are monitored by the State Water Resources Control Board. These watersheds run all the way from Carlsbad down to the Tijuana River Valley, and each one of them feeds directly into the ocean. Now, we all know our oceans are very important for our tourism industry here. So what exactly is urban runoff? Well, it's trash, debris, pet waste, and fertilizer are some of the things that definitely affect our waterways. Now, as I mentioned, there's 10 of the 11 watersheds here in San Diego that report urban runoff as a major concern. Out of those watersheds, 8 of them, it is the #1 pollutant. Not good numbers at all. And let's face it, like I mentioned, potable water, the water we drink, the water we use to water our grass, our plants, landscaping, wash our cars, it's a pollutant. That has chlorine in it. And chlorine kills off the natural bacteria in our waterways that protect the plant life and the fish. We also get runoff from chemicals such as fertilizer. Say you put some fertilizer on your lawn and then you water. You forget, you leave it on for a few extra minutes. Any runoff that happens carries that water directly into the storm drain. And believe it or not, that water doesn't get treated. This is not a sewage system. Our storm drains run directly from our sidewalks, our landscaping, our driveways, into the waterways and out to the ocean. It never gets treated. Now, as I mentioned, the construction industry has been implementing best management practices. These are things such as detention ponds, fossil filters that we place on drains, and they go in all new construction. A little bit about hydrology. Basically, this is what water we release. Now, the water that falls, imagine you have an open piece of land. It's dirt, there's nothing there. Water falls from the sky, it absorbs into the dirt, goes down into the groundwater, and we have very little runoff. Now we're going to build something on this land. It's not dirt anymore. We've put a house on it. We have put a driveway on it. We have put a sidewalk on it. All of those are impervious surface. That means the water hits them, runs directly off of them, and into the nearest dirt, storm drain, wherever, carrying with it whatever debris it finds along the way, carrying with it those chemicals, carrying with it the chlorine. So how do we prevent all this from happening? Well, big thing, education. As I mentioned, we have Think Blue San Diego. We have organizations like San Diego Coastkeeper who go out on a monthly basis and test the water in all of our 11 watersheds to determine what pollutants are present and to try to help prevent them from occurring again. You'd be amazed some of the numbers we see after a rain event. Another thing we can do is mitigation. Just because a building is not new construction doesn't mean that we can't add in some best management practices. I know these buildings are grandfathered in, but you can make a difference. You can use low flow sprinklers. You can use natural fertilizers and products rather than a chemical-based product. You can make sure that you clean up after your pet. You can make sure you do not throw any trash. Cigarette butts are a huge one. There's hundreds, thousands of cigarette butts that we pick up out of our waterways, and it's not okay. We can make a difference as San Diegans to make sure that our waterways stay clear. we can make a difference to make sure we protect our beaches and that everyone can enjoy them in the future. Just by these simple acts, we can change our waterways. It's time that we knock that urban runoff pollutant off the #1 list. Let's make it on the bottom list or non-existent. Thank you very much. I'm wondering if anyone has any questions about anything I've mentioned. All right, well, thank you so much for your time, and I hope that maybe you'll look into some low-flow sprinklers and helping to educate others about the problem of urban runoff in San Diego County.